Hi everyone, welcome to a new video from the Tropica Aquarium Plants YouTube studio. Today's video is all about what to do with your aquarium during these hot summer months and some preparation ideas for when you go away on your summer vacation. This aquarium now is 15 months old. It's 60 litres, 15 US gallons, growing in really great, maintained by one of the staff here at Tropica. She's doing a great job. And if you wanted to watch that whole process of actually how this was set up with Rachel Ellis, there are links in the description to the Tropica live workshop. So consider watching that to see how this beautiful aquascape was created. No CO2, low tech, it's a real proven performer and really happy to see it mature over the months. So 5 top tips and we'll start with our first one. So you may live in a country that experiences very warm weather during the summer months, and that can have significant impacts on your planted aquarium. So it's important that we take these into account to ensure the health of our aquarium plants and all of our aquarium inhabitants, so the fish, shrimp and maybe even snails. One of the most important things to recognise is as water temperature goes up, oxygen levels decrease. So it's really important to ensure that we have enough surface movement of the aquarium water. And we can achieve that by ensuring, if you have a nozzle for instance on your filter, that it may want to be pointing upwards slightly to agitate the surface. You could use an additional air stone for instance to ensure those oxygen levels remain high enough. And also ensure that your filter is running properly. So you may want to give it a little bit more maintenance than usual, ensure that the filter pipes are clean, your pre-filters are clean to ensure significant flow all around the aquarium to ensure those oxygen levels remain optimum. Tip number 2, as water temperature increases, the plants are actually going to want to grow even more quickly. So you may need to give your plants an extra trim. They may need some additional fertiliser to ensure that the demands are kept up with, and you may need to adjust your CO2. Plants are going to grow, the more waste is being produced, so that waste needs to be diluted with water changes. Another bonus to a water change is that it can actually drop the water temperature slightly depending on obviously the temperature of the water that you're putting in. So more water changes, more liquid fertiliser potentially, trim those aquarium plants. If you're lucky enough to be able to go away on summer vacation or holiday, you may need to leave your aquarium in the trusted care of a friend, neighbour or family member. So it's a really good idea to give them a complete kind of list of what they need to do. Things that I would suggest are check the filter operation, so make sure there's that surface movement of the filter. Actually get them to check the temperature of the water. Hopefully you've got a thermometer somewhere on your aquarium. If it's going above say 28 degrees Celsius or 82 degrees Fahrenheit, then some remedial action may need to be taken depending on the type of aquarium that you have. Certainly do not overfeed the fish. The warmer the temperatures go, the more waste is being produced anyway. If we overfeed the fish, that waste level is going to increase even more and you could have a chance of an ammonia spike, which is hugely toxic. Have your trusted neighbour, etc. to just give an overall observation of the aquarium. They may even be able to take a short video with their smartphone and send that to you whilst you're away so you can actually physically see what's going on in the aquarium. And if you really trust them, you could even get them to do a water change. You may need to give them a tutorial on that if they are not experienced with water changes. If your aquarium water is starting to get too high, you know, we're talking sort of 28 degrees C, 30 degrees C plus, then we need to take remedial action in order to drop that water temperature back down. Now, several methods to do this. One of my favourites I mentioned earlier is the water change using cooler water. Another idea is to actually float ice in the aquarium, depending on the size of the aquarium, depends on how efficient that's going to be. And if you have a particularly high-end system and you have a large enough budget, you can actually invest in a cooler. So it's actually a refrigerated unit that pumps the aquarium water through it and cools it as it's pumping through, and this will keep your aquarium water at a set temperature. We usually recommend between 23 degrees C and 27 degrees C, depending on the species you're keeping, of course. Tip number 5, if you are away on vacation and you can't necessarily trust anyone to come and keep an eye on your aquarium for you, there are several pieces of great technology that you can rely on in order to observe your aquarium in your absence. You may want to invest in a separate webcam so you can actually keep a physical eye on the aquarium to make sure the livestock's healthy. You can get devices which will actually monitor the temperature, pH, ammonia levels in your absence as well and transmit those to your smartphone. So do consider investing in this technology if budget allows. So we hope you enjoyed that video all about how to look after your aquarium during these hot summer months or when you go away on vacation. Do let us know in the comments below if you have any of your own tips regarding keeping your aquariums at an appropriate temperature, or any tips of what to do when you're away from home during the summer vacation months. Do follow us on all our social media accounts, Instagram and Facebook at Tropica Aquarium Plants. Subscribe to us, of course, on YouTube if you haven't done so yet, and hit that notification bell. And finally, use the hashtag #MadeWithTropica for a chance to have your own content featured on our social media channels. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye bye.